Hey guys, welcome back to Backyard Dynamics. We've been out a while and we're back. To the left of me, I got Robbie C. And our other co-host, Billy G. With our special guest, Dave. And...
You mean Bodie?
Taylor. Wait, hold on. Special guest is Taylor. Dave is just there.
I'm just
Dave
here.
is just Dave.
Dave's here enough times. He's interchangeable with Gabe, pretty much.
Bodie,
I'm just eye candy.
He did you, bro. He did you dirty.
No, you're a cuter version than Gabe.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
Fody, I
Yeah.
didn't call you that.
Help.
I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like
Like
that.
I
kind
call
of that warm
Fody.
teddy bear in the corner.
something about Gabe at school right now, and I don't know. I stopped listening to him when he opened his mouth.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome aboard,
Welcome.
Taylor.
Thank you.
Welcome. So, obviously, me and Dave know Taylor for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Feels like a long time.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Taylor. I've been kind of in this automotive industry since I was 16, 18 years old, coming up on my early 50s now. Started out doing what my friends did. We all built mini trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I had a mini truck life for a long time, and started out with an '88 Mazda pickup that threw some blocks and cranked some torsion bars and made the thing ride like garbage.
I think that's how every mini truck guy started.
That's how we all started.
And torsion bars.
Yep. And then we
I love
realized that
mini
this
trucks.
is stupid, and we got to figure out ways to make it better.
Yeah.
So progressed into doing airbags and air shocks, and had a shop for a while doing lower trucks, custom stuff, things like that. Back in 2000, did that for about 5 or 6 years, and got married and had to get a real job. Family came along.
What was it called?
Called CI Customs.
CI Customs.
It was for creative interpretations.
Ooh.
Cool. Have you
Here-
heard of that?
here in
about-
San Diego?
for that, Billy G?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just mentioned it right now. I just heard
Oh,
it.
well,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
back in the
he's
day.
So
Right.
no, I had a tiny hole in the wall down and off of was it University of Massachusetts in La Mesa. Rented basically it was like a 2 wide car garage that was 2 or 3 cars deep, and the only way in was through the garage door,
Nice.
and no facilities. Had to use the neighbor's bathroom.
oh, wow.
That small, but for $300 a month.
Oh,
Wow.
Hey,
Can't
can't
beat
beat that.
Wow.
Beat that, dude. I mean,
What year was this?
01.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Dude, that was
that
around.
was still around
No,
that time.
Willie Rails at RPM. He was paying like $3,000, but his facility was.
that was a big...
It was
Was
right
it?
next
It
to
was
the
probably a
freeway.
lot nicer than mine.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
like this garage is built over the asphalt parking lot
Oh.
that was around this building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my floor was all asphalt.
was
So if you wore shorts while you're working,
in the summer?
oh, dude, it was horrible. But $300 a month.
Can't
Yeah.
beat-
Can't beat
And I had
that.
an electric bill of like $80. I mean, for $380 a month, I was running the business.
Wow.
So,
I feel like in that area there was like a pretty big, either like lower truck or mini truck, like not moving, but just like a group of people.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of trucks come
Where,
out
in
from
La Mesa?
La Mesa, Lemon Grove,
Really?
El Cajon, all like a little bit further east.
Yeah.
You would see a lot of like nice ones too. Dude.
Yeah.
And they would
Yeah.
just come out of there, white boys.
yeah.
Chevys, Nissans, some Toyotas, not as many, but you
Yeah.
would see a lot. Like
I used to love mini trucks.
Yeah, they're-
My dad had some. That's why I was always into them.
Yeah, there was a couple shops out there. There's another one called, was it KB Designs?
oh, I heard of that one. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Oh, I would be surprised.
I'm
He-
messing with you.
that guy put out some cool stuff.
No, I'm playing.
But yeah, there was back in the early 2000s or so, there was a lot of mini truck
one.
Wait,
clips
hold on.
in San
Hold on.
Diego.
What'd you say?
The camera. It's not on.
What, is the red light on?
No?
Recording stopped. It's not
Yeah.
seeing me.
What? Oh,
No.
hold on real quick. Why
Get
did
the
it stop?
clap.
I turned off the auto off.
Do you have to clap, dude?
Oh.
Yeah.
Clap those ass cheeks, bro.
Oh, you didn't clap.
No, Robbie got it. He'll twerk.
No, that's got to be on camera.
He'll make him clap.
Clap them
Recording
cheeks.
stopped
Yeah.
for the SD card. Wait.
Bro, you know what? I'm not gonna get a GoPro, man. This happens to you guys all the time.
Every
What's
week.
that?
Every time it happens with the GoPro.
I
dude.
know.
I'm not gonna buy one. And then also in the desert, it just keeps falling over. Yeah, I'm cool. Have to keep
Well,
stopping.
performance anxiety.
Yeah.
They tend to fall down.
They go limp.
I mean, I know I'm a Jeeper among Toyota guys here, but it is on the back of a Toyota.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be a Jeep guy if I had the money for that, but unfortunately, I don't.
I don't either.
I'm a Toyota guy.
Toyotas are way more expensive.
Are they?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Very much so.
I figure like the Jeep for me would be more expensive because there's so many things you could do. Like you're like, one more thing.
Like chrome grills?
One more thing.
And chrome
One
handles.
more thing, and then
Well, no,
those
it's angry grills.
the thing
Angry grills, oh, yeah, that's
right.
It
Have those.
compounds
That's
because
right.
it's so easy to like, oh, maybe this.
Yeah.
Dude, next thing you know, you're probably dropping $100,000. You know, all kinds of.
Here's the
other
big
stuff.
thing about
Everything's
Jeeps.
carbon fiber,
There's so much
aftermarket.
aftermarket
Hey, how
support
long
that
was
makes
this
it
on for?
so easy.
That's what I'm saying. It's more
so
expensive.
it was off from the
because
beginning.
But
it
if you want to do the
compounds.
same
Just
thing to a
record.
Toyota,
You don't have to record
Custom.
anything.
I mean,
custom fab,
Keep
everything.
doing. Just keep
you
recording.
can
from
do
now.
a Bill Stein kit or a King kit or whatever on a Toyota all day long.
right?
But you're building an overland Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you want a Toyota that's something that doesn't look like every other one in the parking lot,
Yeah.
custom building stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands
That's
down.
true.
I mean, you can get 40s on any Jeep for a kit.
Yeah.
You can buy it
Yeah.
right off, and it's bolt on and ready to go.
I mean, mine's just a little bit above overlanding now. It's actual mall crawling. So it, like
Yeah.
crawls through the
Aggressive.
malls.
You know, it's funny. The first time I heard 40s on a Jeep, I started laughing. I was like, you can't fit those tires in that.
Bro, 40s in the Toyota.
40s on a Jeep is like standard now.
yeah.
It's like crazy.
It's almost like the new 35s.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, they're like 42s and 45s now that are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You could do is it the RCLT, the Rock Crawler Long Arm, or whatever it is from Marlin.
Yep.
40s all day on a
Yeah.
Toyota.
Yeah.
That kid
For
is so sick.
30 grand.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Cheap money.
What were you talking about?
Magic.
You clap.
What about Jeeps?
No, we're talking about
Mini trucks.
Mini trucks.
Mini trucks. Yeah.
Taylor
Well,
Swift.
we were talking about
So-
KB, bro.
So we had
Yeah.
we had little technical difficulties,
Yeah.
just like those words together.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're talking about the mini truck scene.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
your shop.
Yeah, back early 2000s, or actually even earlier before that, back in like mid 90s, mini trucking was huge. I mean,
Yeah.
there would be 3-day truck runs that would have 6,000 trucks at it. You
Never
know,
got to go to
You
those.
go out and camp out overnight. For the weekend. It was a huge fun, but
Yeah, I remember I used to collect the magazines, mini truck.
yeah,
Mini
mini,
truck.
truck and
Yeah.
sport truck, street trucks, all those magazines. The bummer is when manufacturers started taking the mini trucks away, it got harder and harder to build a mini truck. So people
Yeah.
started building full size trucks, and but it's like the technology with modern cars now has gotten so advanced. It's hard to throw a set of airbags on something and drive down the street and have it look
And
cool
not have all kinds
without
of
Yeah.
rebuilding
Christmas tree and all
90% of it.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
too hard to cut it up, in other words, right?
yeah, yeah.
But when the Tacoma came out in 95 and a half,
Yeah.
they had struts in the front.
Yep.
I was like, what? What the hell's this? We can't even lower it without buying
Well,
springs. And
4-wheel
this, that,
drives
and
had struts. 2-wheel drives still had a coil
Course.
spring.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, coils.
The 5-lug still had a coil spring, and that still made it really easy to bag them.
Yeah,
Anything though with like the new McPherson strut style front ends that they have now, there's a lot
Yeah.
of work involved in doing that.
and then on the way over here, I saw a new Tacoma next to a F-150, and dude, it's almost the same size.
Yeah.
Well, it was an older F-150.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
Yeah,
the
they're
same size.
pretty
It's
big.
like,
They're
yeah,
big.
mini trucks are.
They're not. Those
not
are
around
actually
anymore.
mid-size.
They're mid-size. They're considered mid-size.
Yeah, they're considered
Yeah.
mid-size.
What
now.
was it? The newer Colorados are like the same size as like a 67 to 72 Chevy truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're big.
And that was a full size truck back in 67, 72.
Yeah.
Now you got a mid-size truck that's the same size.
That's what I was noticing. A lot of old classics, they used to look big, and you look at them even next to like a Honda Accord and a '63 Impala. Let's say
Yeah.
doesn't look that big anymore when it's
No.
next to a Chevy.
You're right.
or- they're like just
Yeah.
bulkier, dude. And I guess they the way they're building them is they're impact cages around people, so they're meant to
Yeah.
crumble around and keep the passengers safe. So that's probably why they're a lot bigger,
It
even though
is.
they're compact. Even the Civic.
Yeah.
Look at the Civic next to the Impala, dude.
Yeah, they're big.
They're big.
The Civics
Yeah.
are big now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Cool.
So I spent a lot of time doing the mini truck thing, and then I got married. I ended up with 4 kids, and they don't fit too well in a mini truck. So at one point in time, I worked for a shop up in Kearney Mesa called Syndicate Automotive Concepts, and a name you may recognize, Dave Chappelle,
yes.
Yeah.
ran the fab shop there, and he hired me on. And we were talking one day. He goes, "Dude, you need a 4x4." I go, "Why?" It's like, well, take all the time you built to build your mini truck, you actually get to go out and use it instead of just parking in a parking lot all day long at a car show.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So eventually I bought a 87 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, threw some 33-inch tires on it, and was the best decision of my life. Sold my mini truck. The next day I bought the Wagoneer and called up Dave and said, dude, I just bought a Wagoneer. Let's go wheeling. And I don't know if any of you remember Pancake Rock or not.
Yeah, oh,
yeah.
yeah. That place was great.
I drove from La Mesa to Dave's house, and we drove out to Pancake Rock and drove up Pancake Rock on 27-inch stock tires for the first time.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And my youngest two were in like 5-point car seats at that point. They were still little babies. And we've been doing it ever since.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah.
So off-roading has just kind of become like our family thing that we do now.
So that Wagoneer is the same one you have now?
No, different one.
A different one?
Yeah. The one I have now, so the now is an 89. And I bought the 89 as a parts Jeep with a blown motor
Yeah.
to get the transmission for the 87 that smoked the transmission. And my buddy and I were sitting there looking at it one night like, dude, this 89 is really clean and nice. And let's take the motor out of the 87 and put it in the 89 and build the 89 up.
Yeah.
So that's the one that I currently have now.
Okay.
So
Nice.
and that Jeep used to be laser straight, not a dent anywhere on it. All the glasses in it. The leather was perfect inside of it.
Oh.
But I treat it like a $600 Jeep.
Yeah.
And there's not a straight panel left on that.
Yeah.
You had a good time.
I've always had a good time with that
So-
thing.
That's what's up. That
Yep.
thing is a beast, dude.
Yeah.
So was it a V6 and then you went to the straight six?
No, so this is prior to the Jeep Cherokee.
Okay.
The small XJ. This is the what they call them is an SJ or a full-size Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking like the original four-door Jeep that was made from 1961 to 91
Okay.
with wood grain paneling and a
Yeah.
roof rack.
Think of it as
So
like the
the-
big
the
town
Wagoneer.
country
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
that had the back door
Yeah,
that swung open,
yeah.
the seats facing backwards on
Yeah.
a Jeep frame. Like that's
Similar to that,
Nice.
yeah.
similar
Like
to that
so.
wood panel on the side and everything.
Yeah, it's a country club car.
Yeah. I like
Sort
those.
of.
Big.
So when you opened up your own shop for off-roading, was it Old Iron?
That was Old Iron Exhaust.
The
off-road.
Old Iron Exhaust. What were you doing before that?
Before that,
those are
I took a hiatus from working on cars for a while.
Uh-huh.
When I left Syndicate, I tried to do my original shop for a little bit and just didn't really pan out. And an opportunity came up to work for a pedestrian door company, like
Okay.
the sliding doors at Walmart, things like that.
Oh.
And so I was kind of burned out and working on cars for a while. And so I went to work there for 5 years or so. And things just got kind of weird there. A lot of time away from my family and trying to still be there for my kids and see them do their things. And I just couldn't get the opportunity. So a friend of mine had a small shop up in Escondido, San Marcos area, doing kind of like go fast off-road fab, like long travel kits, things like that.
What was it called?
American Motorsports.
Okay.
So I went up and worked for him for about a year. And but the commute from home to Escondido every day just started getting
Yeah.
there. I mean, an hour each way, roughly.
Oh, wow.
And that's when the opportunity to, again, work for Dave came up. He had his shop in El Cajon. And went down and worked for him. And he said, I got about 6 months worth of work I can give you. I'm like, okay, cool. That's a start. That'll get me somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how it came up. I never even mentioned to him that I even thought about doing my own shop again. He's like, dude, I'm trying to get out of this because I'm going to get out of San Diego. Why don't you take this place over? Buy all my equipment from me and put the lease in your name. Well, how much, Dave? And we came into a price, and next thing I know, I'm cutting him a check for all the equipment, and voila, I'm a business owner all of a sudden.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so opened that up in 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
So when we were started off-roading, you were still working before you opened up the
Yeah,
company.
yeah. I had I've been, well, like I said, I've owned my current Wagoneer for 15 years. Owned my prior one for about a year before that, so it's been about 16 years that I've been as an adult off-roading.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a long time.
goes by quick, man.
Yeah, it
Goes by
does.
Oh,
Way
it
too
does.
quick.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that my littlest ones were in 5-point car seats at that time when we started, and now my youngest is almost 19 years old.
Dang.
Wow.
That's not. Oh, that was your boy that went out with us this last weekend, right?
That's my oldest son.
Oh.
Went out with us.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's 22. My daughter that was with us.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who's almost 19.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's I mean, it's been a long time. And those kids love doing it. So
Nice.
Cool.
You're actually pretty fortunate that your family enjoys your hobby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
you know, I've talked to enough people that have told me that because their families aren't, and
Yeah.
I feel it's like I know how much enjoyment my family has gotten out of this, and the
Yeah.
fact that here we are. Both of my daughters want their own Jeeps. My
Nice.
wife has her Jeep. I have my Jeep. My son and I are building his Jeep. I have one kid who loves going to the desert, doesn't care about Jeeps. He's more of a computer kid. Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be a Toyota guy.
Probably.
Like, what?
Probably. But I know how fortunate I am that my family is that down for it, because I talk to people and they're like, dude, I wish my family would do that, because it's just, and I'm blessed that they're a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Nice.
for sure.
Dude, I know I can't take my wife. She won't be able to do it. First off, she's, motion sick. My kids too. My daughter, she'll get bored. She'll probably be scared. Maybe my boy, when he gets older, maybe he'll get into it, but who knows? But I do want to try it because that's a big thing, man. If you can take your family, dude,
Yeah.
it's a blessing because they get to participate. They encourage it too,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then you get to kind of show them like, hey, this is why I like doing this. Like I thought it was amazing just going through the canyons. I hadn't been there. I was like, dude, I swear, I was watching the video, and one of the comments I made, like, man, I wish my family could be here to see this. Not realizing, I told my wife, holy smokes, look at that. I literally said it without thinking because I was just driving, not paying attention. But it's, I wish they could see that.
He recorded it on purpose.
No, I was recording, right? Obviously.
I'm gonna make my wife feel bad.
But it's pretty
Yeah,
But
it-
no, you're
it's-
right. It's true.
And a side note too, especially with the wives, if you can get them involved in going out to the desert, they understand a lot better about the money you put into your
Yeah.
vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
And they see
For
why.
sure.
yeah, I mean,
They see why.
Dave and I were chatting off camera that I'm really lucky also that, like, right now I'm in the middle of a rebuild on my Wagoneer, and my wife understands the
Expenses.
and the importance of paying for the parts once.
Yeah.
Buy once, cry once aspect of buying off-road parts.
That's true.
Because when you buy cheaper parts,
They break sooner.
it breaks sooner and they wear out sooner and everything else goes sideways sooner.
So you chromed out those axles, right?
yeah.
It's to protect them from the
And
weather.
that powder coated the ring gears too.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Perfect. You're on the right route.
Hey, if you have your wife drive, she might enjoy it better.
Yeah, I want her to. I also believe that not, I guess, the buy once, cry once, but more like get what you want, because what ends up having a lot of, just to save money or skimping a little bit, you're gonna get something you don't want, and then you're gonna be like, man, for a little bit more, I could have got what I actually wanted, right? And so
Yeah.
You're gonna
That's
buy it
another-
again when you want it. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, and at least you get to use, like, I actually got to use this. I wanted this, and so it's a buy once, cry once as well. But it's also just save for what you want, because if not, you're gonna live with that regret. Like, man, I should have got that. I should have just waited out. And I've been practicing that more, and my wife understands that at least. Again, she knew. I explained to her that's a big thing. At least, hey, my suspension started giving out Mojave Trail. I know I'm gonna need suspension, and we replace it. So I told her, do you think I should upgrade? Because it's just a little bit more if I'm thinking about it, cost-wise, labor-wise. If I take it to the shop, stock suspension, have them install it, it's going to cost this much. So, no, if you can do it, why don't you just buy it? I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. So I looked into them, and I got the one I wanted. I thought maybe I wanted Fox at one point. Like, after all the research, I got this one specifically. It's like a not even popular brand, but it seemed to me, okay, this is what I like.
It's
This
a
is what
big
I want.
brand.
I mean, but not here. Not yet.
It's not
Yeah.
known in.
It's not known in the U.S. It's
He did
Australian.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
So great suspension. I'm glad I did it. Same thing with my wheels. I had been talking about them, the method wheels. I'm like, I want those specific ones,
Cookie cutters.
and cookie cutters for the tires as well.
Yeah, he's
but,
been talking about cookie cutters forever.
But I got
Yeah.
it, and it's cool. They did the thing. They're doing everything. Now I'm like, all right, I got that. What's next? Yeah, I think I mentioned sliders. I'm gonna do the sliders. Now I'm still thinking, which ones do I want? Do I want 20 degree, 5 degree? But
LS.
I'm gonna do what no, not messing with any of that.
We're not talking
Great
about
axle.
the
Definitely,
Longlanders here.
locker at
1
some
tons,
point. Something
40s.
like that.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I don't want those things.
It's a slippery slope.
You don't want
dude.
those things yet.
No,
It's a slippery
Your
slope.
wallet doesn't want those things, but deep down
No.
inside.
You have a
Unless I'm
1 ton
like-
shaped hole in your heart.
If I had the money like that, I probably wouldn't be driving my vehicle. Let's put it that way. So right, but you know, I think I'm investing with what I want at the time I want and as I need it. So I
Well,
can
if you want a crawler, you don't build
I don't want a
home in
crawler.
a crawler. You
I
do
do-
something
no,
else.
I don't want
Start
a
with a
crawler.
Jeep.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely don't want a crawler. That's not. Yeah, I would probably go with
A samurai.
a Jeep.
Actually,
Yeah.
Samurai is a really good way to go. Except for they're getting harder and harder to find parts.
Yeah, they're
for.
getting pricey
Yeah.
now.
A Jimny.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you open up Iron Man, and I remember within the
Iron
first
Man.
Old Iron.
Old Iron. Sorry, I was
That's the
on
one in El
suspension.
Cajon. I
Yeah.
feel like it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
We
Well,
went there once.
one
to
year
vote something, right?
we hosted a recovery class.
Yep.
ORV club. He hosted it.
Right.
ORV
Oh.
club did.
I
We
went
went
there
over
with
there.
you once to get something welded, dude.
My exhaust. I had
I don't know if it was
I had him weld an
something, but
exhaust
you
on
did
my
you know,
GMC
that face was
truck?
familiar, dude.
Mhm.
Yes.
my
Some-
GMC truck had no exhaust. I went over there and he did one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably.
And then we went to go eat Greek style chicken
Oh
afterwards.
yeah.
You ever go to Greek style chicken over there?
Greek
No.
chicken. Oh,
Oh,
bro,
that
you're
place is so
missing
good.
out.
I don't know if it's still there.
It is.
It's
You
still
haven't
there.
lived unless you ate.
I've never gone there. I see it all the time.
It-
said,
it's
you
so
haven't
good,
lived.
dude.
Uh,
Yeah.
still dead.
As a kid, I grew up eating that stuff all the time.
Oh, really?
My dad used to have a boat down in Mission Bay,
Yeah.
and there was a Greek style chicken near the marina, so we'd always eat there.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but
So it's kind of like
this one's this one's different.
Special?
It's different. Yeah, it's different.
The one off Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, dude.
Bradley, and then I think there's one off of Madison or something where you're
yeah.
by your old
yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah.
Off
Not
the
Madison, Maine.
67, right?
Maine.
Maine. Yeah.
Is it the one off the freeway?
Yeah.
Gonna have
Yeah.
to try that one out then.
But yeah, that was pretty cool time, dude. We showed up. It was either Saturday or
Yeah, we
Sunday.
did it on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had a little flex ramp out there. A lot of people showed up.
Yeah, that was.
Did you get a lot of business from that?
Not a whole lot, but usually things like that you don't plan for the short term.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
you host it and you do put whatever into it you can for just getting the name out there and the recognition and
Yeah.
over potentially over time you might get a couple people come in or the referrals from those people that come by. So
Yeah.
When someone needs something
yeah, but
a year later.
Yeah, I also look at it too. I mean, I try to be a sociable guy, and just be getting to hang out with people on a Saturday, and
That's all.
not doing business stuff, but having stuff going on at the shop was always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's always fun.
yeah.
Talking cars.
Talking cars is a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, but Pancake Rock, it's funny you brought that up. I was thinking about it the other day when we
I
met up
miss
over
that
at
place.
Alpine. I
Yeah.
stopped for gas right there at 76, and I looked at the road. I'm like, man, right there down line was
Mm-hmm.
the line, right? And Pancake Rock was, dude, it was
So
a
they closed
badass
it.
trail.
What's the one?
Well,
Day?
is that the one where?
There's a couple different reasons, but I think the end all be all was that I think SDG&E owns like the first 30 feet of the trail.
Oh,
And because of at the time that Sunrise Powerlink went through, they shut it down. And because they own the first 30, they have the rights to tell everybody what they can do and can't do. So
Wow.
that's
we lost a really cool spot.
for 30 feet.
I think it was
Over
getting a
30
little
feet.
populated too at that time. And
yeah, I
people
mean-
were kind of being reckless.
probably-
Well,
Why?
there was the SDG&E thing. The other thing that I had heard is there's a lot of offshoots off the main trail that weren't, because you're in national forest area or
Yeah.
something like that up there. And so there'll always be signs on these offshoots, don't drive through here, don't drive through here. People kept driving through there. And, when we abuse our trails,
There's a rock on top, and it looks like a pancake, and you kind of go up on it,
Looks
and
like,
it's,
like your bum.
yeah.
Like,
And
if you laid on your stomach, it kind of looks like
except a sharper angle, dude.
ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So.
Yeah.
Cool thing was you could probably park 20 or 25 trucks up there.
yeah.
Dang.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
huge. And then the cool thing was on Friday, you grab a 6-pack.
Go up there and hang
It takes
out.
45 minutes to get to the trailhead, 45 minutes to get to the top of the rock, and you can watch the sunset with your buddies,
Oh, nice.
drinking a beer,
Yeah.
and then burn off the week's worth of work,
Oh yeah.
and
And
then go back down.
And the trail wasn't easy. It was nice, dude. There was some good 2-foot shelves that you had to go up, and it was interesting.
It's
A
enough
lot
to
of
keep it interesting.
articulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My first time was in a first gen 4Runner on 29-inch tires
Yeah.
and
Damn.
blown out stock shocks with 250,000 miles on them, dude.
Nice.
Dang.
And I just dragged all the way up that
Well,
whole.
then the first
freaking
time we
mountain.
go, your brother had to pull a U-turn.
Yeah.
because he didn't have gas or something.
I don't know.
Someone didn't
happened.
gas up or something, and we're halfway through the trail and we pulled a U-turn.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
And then the second time,
Right at the big cliff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second time, someone else had some sort of excuse halfway up, and then the third time we went the same crew and they tried to pull the same thing, and that's when we were like, nah, we're going all the way. Like
Huh.
we're
See you later.
you guys
So-
can leave.
That trail is the only place I've ever laid my Wagoneer on his door.
Really?
Oh,
And it wasn't
dang.
even
Oh,
me
shit.
driving.
Oh.
His wife was driving.
Oh,
Ugh.
So it was a kind of an interesting deal. We had a guy that had never really wheeled in California. He East Coast wheeler, so he's used to mud and trees and all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get up there to the top of the rock, and he kind of pulls me to the side. Is 3 vehicles, me and my Wagoneer, this guy in his JK, and my buddy in his Cherokee. And this guy pulls me aside and he goes, "Hey, dude, I got to confess something." I go, "What's up?" He goes, "I'm scared out of my wits right now." He goes,
What?
I have never done anything like this before,
Sick.
and I am terrified to drive back down this trail.
really?
I'm like, okay, well, let's figure out how we're gonna get
We
you
gotta
back
go.
down.
There's only one
There
way.
you go, brother. There's
Thanks
two
for
ways
the
off this
honesty.
mountain: a helicopter and the trail. That's it.
Yeah.
And
happening.
so my wife hadn't really driven a whole lot, but she had been up that trail a couple dozen times. She was, from the passenger seat, knew
Yeah.
it. And
No
I
way.
talked to her. I said, "Hey, look, let's get the Jeeps down to the bottom of the rock, because the thing is, this giant rock outcropping, you come into it and then take a hard right-hand turn up, probably a 30-degree
you're-
incline up the rock face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
steep, and
flex
it's-
pretty
Yeah.
good to make
And
that
it's-
turn because the trail's
You're
not super
tilting.
wide.
Yeah, and it's probably a good 40, 50 yards from the bottom of the rock to the top of it. You're driving up and back down.
Yeah.
And when you're driving down, all you're seeing is dirt. You don't see any sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we'll get the Jeep. I'll drive the 2 Jeeps down that need me to drive them, and then we'll figure it out. And so what happened is this guy had me sit in the passenger seat with him. And my wife's, I'm in his Jeep with my wife in front of us in my Wagoneer. And we're going down the trail, and I'm watching her do something, and she just kind of like starts drifting towards the incline of a hill, or like the side of the trail. And I'm watching my Jeep go up, and all of a sudden it keeps going, and all of a sudden
Full
flop,
set.
right over on the driver's door. As I'm watching this, I'm halfway out of this guy's Jeep with my seatbelt still on. Both legs and arms are outside of his Jeep with the seatbelt still on, trying to get out of this thing.
Yeah.
So this trail is like on the edge. So the
Yes.
downhill,
Oh,
the
shit.
way she
Yeah.
flopped was going to be could be
next
really
roll
bad.
would've been-
Downhill is a lot of downhill.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's 4 or 5 rolls
Yeah.
Well,
until
they-
you stop rolling.
Wasn't it called like they call those cliff trails or something, right?
Shelf roads.
Shelf roads.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
So I run up to the Jeep. My wife's okay. My daughter is on the downside, and she got a little cut in her hand from the glass.
Oh my god.
My other daughter is at the top side, screaming her head off,
Hanging with the
hanging on the seatbelt.
Yeah.
And my son's like, "Can we do it again?"
Nice.
So yeah, that's the story of it. For only time my Jeep's ever been flopped on its side.
Was
I
that
wasn't
was
even
that the
driving.
first damage?
First major damage? I mean, that set a lot of things in motion with it.
Yeah.
It had some dents along the rock and stuff like that from just trail use, but that took out the whole side, and all the glass and everything was blown out of it.
Yeah.
And that's because this guy pretty much froze.
That's because this dude froze.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I should have sent him the bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, well, I had an IFS, right? It was the Forerunner, and we're coming down that hill, and they're like literally, it's like cliffs, and then you have a big rock, and then a cliff. So the Forerunner is literally 3-wheeled, like boom, back wheel up, and then back down.
Oh,
So it wasn't like no solid axle where it was nice and
Nice and stable.
stable. Like it was scary going down. There was a few times where we puckered up. We're like, oh, and then the third wheel comes up, and then you feel it go like this, and it's
Ooh.
teetering, and it's a shelf road, right?
Yeah.
It's just straight down, and it just literally zigzags all the way down
Down the
along the
mountain.
edge. Yeah.
Oh man.
There-
And the road has a little bit of a
scary.
pitch towards
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cliff edge.
There's a
it's
couple
not like
spots-
it's
Yeah.
flat.
like
It's
a
pitched
rain
over.
rain edge.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was watching
Yeah.
a video. It's like
There's a
Drip
couple
edge,
spots
sketchy.
that was just wide enough for a vehicle there, and you're leaned to the outside of the trail, and all you see is downhill
Oh man.
from the driver's seat. There's nothing between you
Yeah.
and downhill.
I think that trails will cut mine's Dave's teeth on a lot of rock crawling
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I
where-
think that trail cut a lot of guys in San Diego before
Yeah.
they closed down, because it was close enough to access.
Right.
Yeah.
It was quick, And if something went kind of sideways, your friends could be there pretty quickly to help you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
We had Deer Springs up in Escondido, but there was no. The shelf road was like literally a fire trail, and then there was offshoots, but it was nothing like Pancake Rock. Pancake Rock was it was pretty gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
So when you went to go do Coral Canyon, it was like Sidewinder, which is is it a double black diamond or single?
It's
black
a single
diamond?
black.
It's a
I
single.
think.
I think it's
Yeah.
Bronco as double,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You go Sidewinder, and it was like, what's this? This is easy,
Right.
You know, after Pancake Road, Broncos Peak, this is easy, dude. It
Yeah,
was,
it's kind of the entry level to getting into Corral Canyon and running the harder trails there for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad. I wish I could take it. You know what? Let's just go, dude.
Right
At
now.
the lock.
Dude, I'm
And
sure we
now.
got grinders and keys and.
I bet you it's
sawzalls and
all
stuff.
overgrown.
I have an S.
It's a hiking trail now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they grade it
It's a-
all?
no, it's still all rough and raw, but it's designated as a
narrow.
hiking trail. Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
arrow.
Oh man. Are you
There's
okay over
bushes
there,
on-
dude?
I know. It looks like he's
Okay.
he's always messing up.
Yeah, this thing's always falling off, man.
It's time to upgrade,
I
dude.
think he turned his mic off again.
Yeah, I did. Just
Why don't you clamp it right here
turned it off so it's not loud.
and have it come over to your
It
face?
would probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do
There
it
you
next
go.
time.
Yeah.
Next time it falls.
So how long was Old Iron open for?
I closed it down in 2019.
What,
So
what made
about
you close
4
it
years.
down?
COVID.
No, I
Oh, that
actually
was around COVID, right?
Actually,
No, COVID
it
was
right, it was
2020.
right before
was it?
COVID, and it was probably an absolute blessing that I closed it down when I did, because the next part of my life was a definite good spot to be in during that time.
Yeah.
But no, I got to a point where I did have an investor that was helping out take care of some of the stuff. Like the shop at that point was supporting itself
Yeah.
and supporting my guys. But as a business owner, you want to take money
Profit.
home.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you know this, Dave.
You want to
Yeah.
pay for your bills?
You got to pay your bills at home and stuff like that, and it just wasn't quite there. And my investor at the 4 year, actually about the 3.5 year mark, is like, hey man, look, sink or swim time. This is gonna get cut off, and you got to figure out what you're gonna do. And I had one of my guys that, don't tell the IRS, I was under the table with, but the agreement was I was gonna put him on the books. Well, the problem was he just wasn't producing enough to justify basically what turns out to be double his pay
Yeah.
to be able to make him legit.
Yeah.
And I had to have a serious conversation with him about it. He's like, well, if you can't do it, then I'm going to have to move on. I'm like, okay, I understand. No problem. No hurt feelings.
Yeah.
But then I had to start thinking about, okay, he leaves. I'm going to be back to doing this by myself. And that's, 16, 18 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. And I had two of my kids one just graduated high school, one getting ready to graduate high school. I started having this realization that I've worked till 9 o'clock at night, every night until my kids have been around.
Yeah.
I've missed sporting events. I've missed school events. And this is one point where I started thinking to myself, do I really want to keep missing this stuff?
Yeah.
So I filled out 2 job applications, and I laid it in the Almighty's hands and said, if this is supposed to be this way, let something happen. 45 minutes after I submitted one of the applications, the store manager called me up and said, I want to interview it.
Nice.
Okay. So at that point, I got the interview, got the job, and closed down the shop because a steady paycheck was more important.
Yeah.
Steady paycheck and spending time with my kids
Yeah.
was more important than working for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep. I went through that with the early stages of my daughters too. Same thing. It's just, you're trying to build, and you're just missing out on stuff because, you're doing estimates or even just paperwork at home that has to get out and billing and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just I get to go work every day and come home at 4:30 and forget about it.
when
It's-
I'm not the 8 hours.
No.
It's the 7 or 8 hours after the 8 hours is over that you got to put into it too.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Doing estimates. I mean, I'm super old school still to this day with my estimates. I sit and
paper.
figure out how many pieces of 2x4, how many tiles I need,
Yeah.
and I just calculate it all out, look up recent prices and
And
all
all
day.
adds up.
So a simple bathroom, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing an estimate on a simple bathroom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I spent 2 hours in the bathroom too.
I know
Yeah.
on company time. See, I don't get that privilege.
You're gonna cut that out.
Dang.
But it's a lot. It's a lot of involvement, and probably over the last like 5 or 6 years, I've kind of laxed on that and just came to the realization of
I lax in the bathroom too.
we know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah,
Carne asada fries, bro.
yeah.
You heard it, bro.
I'm
And
sure we've
just-
smelled it somewhere.
Yeah. And just, family has been more important. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people who know me know that I've just been spending way more time with my family.
Yeah. And the way I looked at it is, even if I'm coming home from work and I'm at least in the house,
Right.
I'm around my kids. We
Yeah.
can talk to each other. We can at least, interact.
How's your day going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than having to get a text message while I'm still at the shop trying to finish a job that's
Yeah.
got to get done so I can get paid. And it's just, so steady paycheck and family time just became, I lost out on the freedom of time. I mean, but as a business owner, technically you don't really have that freedom of time because you have to be there to run the business.
Yeah.
But it was like easier to say, hey, we're going to take off. We're slow at the end of this week. We're going to shut down on Friday and take off and do a desert trip because we don't have anything really going on. You could do that.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that I lost out of that.
Yeah.
And now it's just, I'm on somebody else's time clock. I just got to submit that that request for the day off, and plan it in advance. And it's the same
Yeah.
thing. So
Right.
Do you have to work every Saturday?
every other Saturday at this point right now.
That's not that
So,
bad.
well, roughly every other Saturday. So, not the end of the world. It's nice having a midday off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't argue about that too much. So somewhere in the grand scheme of things, people are trying to get the Saturdays closed. So we work Monday through Friday.
Wow. Oh, the shop's going to be closed on Saturdays?
Shop's already closed on Saturday.
Oh.
But the showroom is still open on
So
Saturday.
the midday during the week is nice, right?
It is
Because
And-
everything's open.
yes.
Yeah, you
And-
can handle your biz.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
when you work during the hours that everybody else is already open, it's really hard to get anything done
Yeah.
during the week.
That's what I
Yeah.
liked about. I used to work for years a Tuesday through Saturday schedule. Loved it because I'm like,
Mondays.
and
it's
I
the-
would get off early on the week. It was 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Oh, that's nice.
Tuesday through Saturday. So
Yeah.
Saturday, in the morning, there's some family things, but dude, getting off at 2:30, I could still do family stuff
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I almost like have like a 3-day weekend. Monday, do the kids stuff, whatever they need to do.
Run errands.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right now, now I'm doing it again temporarily because I'm using the bonding leave for the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I have Mondays and Fridays off, so I'm just doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's been good. But I'm like, man, once that's done, Monday to Friday again.
Yeah. You gotta get used to that
Oh,
again.
but the only other blessing is I start at 10. Sometimes some stores are
Matt,
things are
does
open at
it
10.
even work?
Oh, no, dude. I don't think it works.
Starts at 10.
Yeah, start
He's
at
off
10.
by 1:30.
Off around 6,
Man.
7, something like that. But
No.
I mean, it's temporary, dude.
Built
Yeah.
Tacoma, sort of built to Overland. What did you say earlier? It's a step
mall
above
crawler.
Overland
Yeah,
now?
it's a mall crawler.
Mall crawler. Yeah. Those malls are getting bigger.
Those malls are getting bigger, bro. They're getting more dangerous.
One thing that's nice about that midweek is when COVID hit, everybody shut down,
Yeah.
closed their doors and all that stuff. I've noticed that a lot of companies now no longer carry a Saturday hours
Oh, really?
for anything. Like, in the welding world, there isn't a welding shop open on Saturday anymore.
Really?
Ever.
Dang.
Yeah, they're all closed on Saturday. So, if I'm doing something for my home shop and I got to get supplies, I got to do it midweek somehow.
Yeah.
And so that's where that comes in really, really clutch. So
Nice.
Wow.
So you're still doing not just personal projects at your home, or just maybe helping friends out or something at that rate?
yeah, for the most part. I mean, right now I'm like I've mentioned.
I know you got
Doing the
5
big-
Jeeps going right now.
Yeah. It sucks having a family of Jeepers, but
Yeah.
no, it's right now the concentration is getting the Wagoneer done for Lost Lizard coming up.
Nice.
But if someone came to me and said, "Hey, can you help me out here?" Yeah, by all means, I'm down to do it. 'Cause, I mean, that's half the fun.
Can
is
you help
helping
me
your
with my
friends out.
solid axle?
Right there. Right there.
Can we have it ready by Lost Lizard?
No. Actually, as I said to Dave earlier about a project he was talking about, if you don't care how it looks, anything can happen.
That is
Do you
true.
want
True.
suspension? Because we could just weld some 4x4s in there. And,
Well,
Yeah,
what,
there you go.
what are those options? There's 3 options, but only 2 work.
yeah,
Was
good,
it
fast,
good,
and cheap.
cheap?
Yeah, good, fast, cheap.
Yep.
But yeah. So like you were saying, it's nice having that shop that I can, if someone does need something, I'm always down to help out, and
Cool.
as long as it's not too big of a project, like try to keep it like a Saturday type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One do turn
Yeah.
and burn.
Yeah.
deal. Yeah.
Cool. Anything big come out of your shop when it was open besides your Wagoneer?
I had some projects that didn't get finished that kind of are a thorn in my side that were going to be really big ones. I didn't have anything too huge. You know, it was a lot of exhaust work, small fab stuff. I had one of the cool ones was a CUCV. It's the military version of the square body.
Yeah.
That the guy wanted to do a Cummins swap in it. And we got probably 80% of that truck done. And we're talking like modifying the radiator support to fit the factory Dodge radiator and intercooler and everything to make sure that it was going to function and cool properly. And there's just so many little details in that truck that
I heard that swap is a pretty intensive swap.
it was big. And, you know, it was a lot of work. And then we did a 205, 203 doubler in it.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fab work, building cross members for all that stuff to work. It was a cool project. But unfortunately, like I said, there was some sheet metal stuff that didn't get done, and we never got to see it fire at the point that I closed.
Yeah.
But you know, we did some other, you know, did a couple mini trucks. Did a bagging and body drop on a mini truck when we were there. Nothing too huge though. You know, there's a lot of little small projects and a lot of exhaust work. Cause that's what kind of the work that we landed on was the exhaust work was the bread and butter stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to check out Jeremiah's diesel truck, that Cummins swap.
I did. That thing is pretty
Is that the
gnarly.
Chevy?
Yeah.
And the fact that he claims he was doing 65 or 70 through the wash the other night was impressive.
Yeah.
Because at the point that, and maybe we segue into the next subject here, but at the point that I hit the bottom of it got out in the wash, there wasn't even dust in the air. Those guys were moving so fast.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gonzo.
Well, it's just him and the Raptor, right?
And that my kid's friend's JL, which he was keeping up with
No
them for
shit.
most of it until they got lost.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
it was.
Yeah, it was dusty that night, man. Oh,
This was this weekend?
Yeah. This is
weekend?
past
Yeah.
weekend.
you wouldn't know because
The one time
Yeah,
he
the
went,
one time.
he
Yeah.
didn't go.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Flip it on me.
left me hanging.
Speaking of which, how are those shocks doing?
Left me.
Oh, my shocks?
Yeah, you get them out and they're built.
No,
No.
they're still in the truck. I gotta pull them out.
What shocks do you have?
Wait, what did I do this weekend then?
You were supposed to pull your shocks out.
No, we went to
Dang.
That's why he didn't show up.
yeah, no, there was I went to
it was a lie. No,
no, what did we have? I
nothing.
think we had a
He was in the bathroom. for
party or
hours.
something. Yeah, no, it was a party or something we had to go to. So, but yeah, I still gotta pull out the shocks.
Yeah.
That's this weekend, hopefully,
Your shocks are blown on the.
on the Raptor.
No way.
Yeah,
What
the
kind
rear
of shocks is it? Fox.
Fox. Yeah, so we gotta have them rebuilt.
Oh man.
Not fun,
No.
but anyways.
Any you're gonna get another mini truck?
At some point, yes.
Nice.
Airbag it
The-
again?
It always goes
My
back to the
chief
roots.
financial wife has agreed to doing it,
Cool.
Yeah.
but she neglected to say only when we have the money for it.
Oh,
Oh.
minor details.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh yeah, you can totally get one. That would be awesome. I'd love to see you have another mini truck."
When?
And that's what you should have just hopped right on it and got it.
Oh, dude, I tried. I was on Craigslist and Marketplace and
Hey.
OfferUp looking, and
He came home with a folder.
I found a few
cutouts.
of them. I'm like, "Hey, check these out." She goes, well, "We don't really have the money for it right now." I'm like,
Oh,
What's your ideal
the
mini
heck?
truck? What's your ideal mini truck, man?
back to a Mazda.
"Yeah."
Was
That'd
that
be
the
cool.
B2200 or two?
Is the
square one.
It was
2000?
the B2 2200 and 2600 and 2600i.
Yeah, with the extra cab,
The cab plus.
cab plus.
Ooh,
Okay.
What year?
Oh, I remember those.
So they made them from 86 to 93 or 93 because in 94 they basically rebadged the Ranger
Right.
as the model.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
So
Yeah, that's when Ford transferred too.
yeah.
Yeah,
my
so-
my wife used to drive a Mazda that was a Ford Ranger. Now my dad has it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So those are the ones I always loved. I just loved the lines of the truck.
Yeah.
They were laid out flat. They looked
The
great.
square, kind of squarish.
Kind of. But
The
square,
front end
but
was a little
not.
round. Yeah.
Yeah. But the problem was they were impossible to smog.
Oh.
And a lot of them were carbureted,
Oh.
and
Okay.
I gained smog anxiety because of those trucks. I've had probably half a dozen of them,
Yeah.
and none of them smogged the first time. Some of them never smogged. I had to pay a little extra to make that happen, type thing. And it's just like
For the hall pass.
I love the truck, but it's just not worth it to me. And looking at the prices of these, early '90s trucks these days,
Crazy,
yeah.
right,
a
bro?
truck that was
Anything
new,
90s.
Like 5-7 grand.
at least. I mean,
More,
a Nissan hardbody that was $7,000 sitting on a dealer lot in 1994 is now $8,000 or $9,000.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
That's true.
It's like,
Artificial, dude. Artificial. That's inflation.
Yeah.
It's inflation, and people.
And then to get parts
We,
for those,
we need
now.
to stop.
You know, I just watched a video where this guy talked about how to set up his mailing address at local post offices or
UPS.
UPS
stores.
office. Yeah, I sent you guys that.
PO box.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a workaround?
What does that have to do with
smog?
mini box?
Yeah, where I can go find a UPS store in like El Centro or
the Scanzo or
some, one of those.
Julian.
Yeah,
Look at this little
And
shifty
then-
minded dude.
and
That's
then
clever, man.
register
I
my
like it.
address for my car over there, and then
Do it, bro.
all of a sudden
People
I'm
do it.
smog exempt.
Do it.
People do it.
Yeah,
Do
so-
it.
Well, in theory, if you have a friend that can rent you property in a smog exempt area, it
Yeah.
seems like that would be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a friend called
Some-
UPS.
Some people get kind of weird though. Like, hey, can I register my car at your house? Like, oh, I'm like, never mind then.
Yeah.
Or you
Dang,
could just
bro.
be
Are
lucky
you talking
like
about
me.
Jericho, dude?
Yeah.
Dang.
No.
You got in-laws.
Jericho
Yeah.
doesn't have it.
Mexico.
That's his in-laws. No, I have other friends that live in
All my
smog
cars are
exempt
registered
counties.
down
Yeah.
there. So,
Where are your cars registered?
Calexico.
Yeah, I've
My
got,
other household, that's what I say.
I've got a couple out
You're
in
home away from
Shelter
home.
Valley that are registered out there.
Nice.
Just to,
You know what? I'm gonna look into investing into a plot of land and start renting out to people.
Well, you can't. You have to put a house on there.
Oh, really?
I'll put,
Yeah,
I'll put
I
a
looked
freaking-
into it
Oh, it has to have
because
a mailing
Gabe,
address.
Gabe's grandma has a plot of land in Anza. I'm like, oh, that's smog exempt. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, oh, you have to put some sort of prop building on there, and then that changes all the tax codes on
Put
that
a
land.
motor
It
home.
now becomes like a
Oh, now it's
second
then
home.
it gets expensive.
It's not. Yeah, it's not just
'Cause
land.
I've seen land out in Salton Sea,
Yeah.
like $8,000.
Oh, yeah,
for
it's
a-
super cheap.
for a
Quarter
for an
acre.
acre. Yeah, like super cheap.
Well,
Yeah.
even out
But-
there off of like where we were the other week, Alpha Split Mountain Road, there's
Yeah.
a ton of properties out there that are exempt.
Yeah, and as soon as you drop something on there with a mailing address, then your taxes just shoots up.
Yeah.
But no
It's smog exempt.
Yeah.
Smog
It's
exempt though, bro.
Oh, so
What
I can
about-
get that smog exempt.
Yeah.
What
plate.
about swapping, dude? Like engines to something that's easy to smog.
yeah,
Um,
LS swap.
There you go.
Well, you can, but then it's all the hassle to get through
Yeah, you
the
gotta
referee to do
ref.
that stuff.
You got to
So,
ref it first. and
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
luck with that.
Yeah, if you're gonna
And
do it.
with the way the swap laws are, it makes it really hard for like a mini truck
Yeah.
because that you have to do the model year and newer, same displacement or bigger, and all this smog equipment that came on the vehicle you're getting the motor from.
Yeah.
And there's also clauses in there that say it has to be even from the same type of vehicle.
Yeah, like so
Oh,
you can't
dang,
do
you can't
you can't do a
K-swap?
2500 into like a car.
Yeah. Like there's a popular swap for those older Mazda trucks is the 1.8 out of a Mazda Miata.
Yeah.
More powerful motor, overhead cam motor, better cleaning, cleaner burning, fuel injected, the whole everything. But because it's smaller displacement, you can't legally do it.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, come on,
That's
it's
crazy.
California.
Yeah.
There was
More
one
power.
there was
Yeah.
one truck that they said was a Mitsubishi Mighty Max that you can
Yeah.
swap the Eclipse motor, same motor mounts, and it'll bolt right up to the Mighty Max transmission.
Yeah.
what, a
4G, the 4G63
or 4G
turbo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Eclipse motor. And I was like, dude, that would be a pretty badass swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the Mighty Max was a 2.4, so
Right.
and the Mitsubishi was a 2 liter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
if you're, if
I could be
you're doing-
wrong, but
if you're doing that much, just
At that
figure
point,
out the
That-
out of state plates.
I think
or
about
something.
that too, the whole smog anxiety, because I do want a mini truck at some point. I talked to my wife
Mhm.
about it, and she's like, "Yeah, you should do it sometime." I'm like, "Yeah, well,
coming
maybe when the
back.
kids, when
Well,
the kids are older, but
They're coming
For
back.
what it's worth, my oldest son has a 91 hard body standard cab.
Oh, nice.
It's got the KA24 in it,
Off
fuel
the-
injected motor. Oh, it's
Did that come
stock
with
motor.
it?
2.4,
Yeah,
yeah.
2.4. Same
No,
motor.
no, the
same motor that's in the 240.
240, yeah.
Just a different intake
single
manifold.
overhead cam.
Oh.
Single overhead cam and a different intake manifold.
Mhm.
But you can swap the heads, you can swap the intakes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Still probably be smog legal. He smogged that thing the other day, a month or so ago, passed
problem.
clean.
Nice.
Wow.
The thing's got 170,000 miles on it, 160,000 miles on it,
Still
and it passed
running.
clean.
That's cool.
and because of that, I think, okay, do I want to do the 90s or 80s Toyota pickup? Because I had a 90 pickup, I'm
Good.
like, but
1970.
I would want, 75. But then I'm like, man, now I have to worry about like old ass parts. Got to put more money in it, making sure
Yeah.
everything's running right.
But
Brakes,
if you
all
do
that
the
stuff.
75,
No
then
smog.
you can no smog, and you can put any motor you want in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and honestly, I don't even know if I'd upgrade it right away. I want just a cruiser, dude.
Yeah.
You know, in my youth, I had my truck was modified, obviously, but maybe I'll want to go there soon. But I don't know.
Doesn't the 75 come with a 20R?
20R, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, it's you can drop in the 22R TE.
Yeah.
Wait,
Everything,
is
that
a
shouldn't be
75
difficult.
Toyota is the other
The pickup?
yeah, what is it called?
Stout.
Hilux.
Stout. Yeah.
I think that's a totally
Stout.
different
That-
truck.
Well, the Stout's
That's
the
why they didn't
Japanese
make-
or the
60-something to
Mexican
70-something.
market one.
Yeah.
It's kind of the bigger, bulkier. It's got the headlight or
the
the
weird-
turn signals in the
Yeah.
fenders.
Yeah.
But the Hilux though is
There's a
the-
70 something, right?
the non-US market pickup.
So
Yeah.
was there
Well, the
still
pickup,
produced.
well, I thought the pickup trucks were supposed to be the Hilux, but they were marketed as a Hilux.
They are Hilux.
And then
It's just, yeah.
95 hit, they came out with Tacoma, and Hilux continued on.
But in
Never was.
75 did they have a what was it called? The Toyota truck.
You know what?
Yeah, they did. I'm looking
I
up
might
right
just
now.
be just a pickup.
It was just called
Yeah,
a
the-
pickup up until
Yeah,
The- the-
89.
That's it, yeah,
No,
pick up.
95.
When the
95.
Tacoma came out, they finally
Oh,
put
yeah,
a name
that's
to
right.
it.
That's
yeah,
right.
it
That's
was
right. That's
95 and a half.
So it's
Right.
it's a Hilux. It's just called a pickup, but
Yeah.
the Toyota pickup is a Hilux.
You're a Hilux.
And then a Tacoma's considered
But in the foreign
me.
market, the Tacoma was a Hilux still.
Correct.
Yeah,
because a Tacoma is
It's
considered
separated.
like a mid-size, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Tacoma's a
mean, the
midsize.
the first generation were considered a midsize, but they're still a mini. I mean,
Yeah, they were
small.
still
Yeah.
small, but it was bigger than the old Toyota
Yeah.
truck.
It was a
Right.
little bit
Yeah.
bigger, but honestly, I think it was the same thing, dude. 'cause
The
like,
rear axles were interchangeable
Yeah,
between the Tacoma
literally.
and the previous generation.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly
same
what I was
same
saying.
Yeah.
with same
Same rear
spring
ends and
perch, everything.
Oh, okay.
Just they made the bodies a little bit bigger, a little
Yeah.
bit wider, just a little more.
They were like
elbows
little
out.
flared
Even
out.
the rear, and I think we swapped one out from was it 80 something Celica Supra for the
Well,
positive
no,
Yeah.
option
that was
for
just a third member off
Yeah,
the
but-
85 Supra. Then
we-
that third member would bolt
fitting
right there.
directly into
Limited
that.
slip,
It was
yeah.
still the same.
Even with the Forerunners, then if it
No, it was a third member. Wasn't it? Was only the LSD. So you had to take
was
the
only
ring.
LSD.
You had to take the
Yep.
ring and pinion apart and use the carrier with the LSD.
Yeah, there you
into
go.
it.
There is it.
So I remember we did it to Ron Celica, and we didn't know nothing about setting the backlash or anything. So every time you went, it was all ding, 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 ding. He had to end
Is
up.
that what that was?
Yeah.
You gotta shim this thing.
I mean, dude, we
Same
we
thing
took
we did,
turbos
bro.
apart and
Yeah, put 'em
swapped
together.
housings and blades. So
Yeah,
We-
turbo's just like a rear end.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, same
spins.
thing,
Oh
dude.
man, they lasted.
spins.
They, that, yeah,
Yeah,
they lasted. They
same.
did their thing.
it spins.
Backyard dynamics.
It's leaking a
That's
little.
fine.
Well,
Not thinking,
those are the fun days.
spinning probably 100,000 RPMs or something crazy.
Yeah.
amount. Whatever.
Join us next week for season 2 or episode 2.
Episode
Episode
Yeah.
dos. Peace.
Episode 2. Cool.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yep.